This video provides a brief tour of the Beta9 product features. Not all of these features have been delivered specifically within that release, but hopefully this video brings the coverage of the overall feature set up to date since the Beta 4 overview video was posted a few months back. So the first area of functionality to look at is custom rollups. So here we're able to define a custom rollup, which is comparable to the standard platform rollup summary field. However, custom rollups work with lookup relationships. They do not require a master detail relationship between the child and the parent object, and are calculated by a MDM operation and not in real time as per the rollup summary field equivalent. So custom rollups are very useful where transaction level detail, whether it be sales orders or purchase transactions or whatever that might be, is consolidated from source records up to a master record, and there's a requirement there to calculate some statistic, a KPI, some form of aggregation across the consolidated view of the transactions. So custom rollups provide that functionality, and we have conditional control over which records are included in the calculation. As you can see, there's the fairly standard set of numeric functions there to play with. The current version of this functionality works with numeric fields only. It doesn't work with dates at this point in time. So that's custom rollups. The next feature to look at is a pretty minor one, but this is the ability to use an additional 2 normalization rule types. So originally we had lookups, which allows the standardization behavior to refer to a custom setting to translate United Kingdom, Great Britain, and so forth into UK, or whatever reference data, whatever that mapping of value to standardized value needs to be. Any custom setting can be referenced, so the data isn't limited to simply to countries, which is a great use case, but is only one use case of how that functionality could be, where the requirement for that functionality may lie. Remove end, so this one is the ability to strip common suffixes, junior, senior from a name perhaps, or limited, LLP, etc. from a company name even. Email domains, very straightforward to understand. We're simply pulling the domain portion of the email address out to help in matching. URL, very similar story. It's about formatting a predefined URL format. The format normalization rule type is simply the ability to uppercase, standardize the uppercasing, and to strip white space, space characters from the text. Again, this is all about standardizing values to help in matching. So the 2 new ones are title and title hyphen. So title case is where we're having the first letter of each word within the field will be uppercase, the remainder will be lowercase. And title hyphen, very same thing as title case, but rather than having a space character between the words within the field, it's simply replaced by a hyphen. Again, it is title case, which is first letter uppercase, remainder of the word lowercase. So very straightforward additional feature, and hopefully well explained in the help text. So we have further new feature in relation to formula field support. So let's quickly look at a formula field here. So on our account object, I've defined a very, very basic formula field: first name, last name, person name. This could be using the full breadth of the rich formula language, formula expressions and functions and so forth that are part of the Salesforce platform, in order to take field values and come up with a combination or some form of calculation of field values in order to provide potentially a very efficient matching key. So previously the clearMDM product did not support formula fields for matching. Now it does. So we can, if we take a look at a data source, we should see the formula field available for matching purposes. So there it is, combination 1, got that defined as a key match, and we can provide a source field to match to that. So the benefit of this is really an ability to increase the efficiency of the matching process just simply by predefining combinations of fields that we think are providing a unique value. So again, it doesn't necessarily replace any of the standard functionality of the product. It just simply provides additional flexibility there. So the next feature to look at is job chaining. So here we have an ability to enable batch jobs to be chained together. So if we look at the matching settings here, we can see that matching can be invoked by normalization. You can see that merge can be invoked by matching. Reparenting can be invoked by either conversion or merge, and rollups can be invoked by reparenting. So the point of this is that rather than having to guess how long we think particular batch jobs will run and try and kind of predict a schedule that isn't somehow going to be bulletproof overnight, then or whenever we do the batch schedule, it makes a lot more sense to have a chaining mechanism. So the normalization logically would be first, that would then trigger matching and so on and so forth. So it's about having a very efficient suite of batch jobs that run back to back. The next feature to discuss is the internal matching job. So internal matching is intended for very large data volume scenarios where we have many millions of records to be matched within a single object. So unlike the matching operation, standard matching operation, which is cross-object compatible, internal matching is not. It is single object, but will provide a significantly higher level of volume support. So for scenarios such as 10-15 million records in the account object to be processed, then internal matching is the correct operation for that scenario. Okay, so the final feature to look at is I guess more of a technicality perhaps than a feature, but I guess represents the product just about being ready for release. So here we have audit log levels, non-normal debug, fairly self-explanatory, one would think. We could switch off audit logging entirely, and we'd see there would be no audit log entries being created. Or we can leave that in a normal mode, and we'll see runtime errors perhaps, and logging activity around jobs starting and stopping and so forth. And then debug, of course, it would be very useful for diagnosing issues and investigating problems and so on and so forth. So audit log levels, final feature to cover in this particular video.